Hey Jake, the simple truth is we've been analyzing the shock wave that went out from this explosion, and it really is absolutely astonishing here in Central Texas. Let me bring in the map here and tell you what I'm talking about here. We're going to zoom into Central Texas, and I want you to watch as we start this right in the middle here in real time. You see that growing right there? 12 seconds. That's how long we think it took for this shock wave to travel from that plant 25 miles away to Waco. How could it do it so fast? This was a supersonic blast wave traveling somewhere between 4,000 and 6,700 miles an hour. Now in Waco, what did they get out of this? Basically, all they got there was a sort of a rattling of the windows, a sense that something big had happened. Some people said it must have been like Oklahoma City. We're going to come back to that idea because in some ways they're very right. Not any real damage there, just a shock that they could feel that far away. You move in closer on this map though. You take it down to about a mile away or less where you're talking about the downtown of this area, then you start talking about real damage as that shock wave hit. Remember, shock waves lose energy the further they go, so even a mile away there's less happening, so they have a lot of broken glass, not so much structural damage. But once you move inside a half mile and you get into a few blocks, then you start talking about really profound damage happening there. That's where you see, this is the plant right here, I'm going to light it up. That's where you start seeing the damage to these houses where they were simply torn apart, wrenched apart, and set on fire as gas mains and things were broken. How did that happen? Because that shock wave hit them and it pushed everything one way, and the moment it passed, the vacuum behind it ripped it all back the other way. And again, that's happening at 4,000, 6,000 miles an hour. A huge, huge impact. That's why we're seeing so much damage. And when you analyze the material that was inside this plant, indeed, it could have been anywhere from 5 to 10 times as strong as the blast in Oklahoma City. Jake?